Yes, sir. Welcome back to the 8GOONZ podcast, season 2, episode 2 or 3. Hey, man, time be going so fast, man. You don't know what the fuck be going on half the time. But hey, I want y'all to understand this, right? We got a lot of new shit coming into play. It's a blessing to be on this stage with a special guest tonight. And I mean a special guest. My guy, KD, is in the building. Now, this guy is somebody spectacular. Somebody who can take one thing and turn it into another. Hey, man, this is the king, the only one, Big YM. What we talking about, dog?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, for sure.
Man, it's an honor to be in your presence, man.
Man, it's a blessing, man. You know, the world is happening and everything's going so fast. And you know what I'm saying? It's a little stressful. Motherfuckers dying. You done dealt with takeoff, P&B dying. A whole lot of people, man. So, you know, it's a blessing to be in the building with an artist from the city. I'm smoking on that gas, so y'all gotta forgive me. With an artist from the city tonight. Now, we touching on some big topics. KD, let them know.
Yeah, man. I want to talk to you about a little bit about the Earth, man, and shit. I'm gonna talk to you about a situation that what I'm saying. Our people are looking past. You know what I mean? They're not really open to what I got to say about this, man. So we're gonna see what y'all feel about it, man.
So tell me, why do you feel like these topics they wouldn't like, man? Because, I mean, you do things on a big level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I just feel like, man, this a really hit a lot of people at heart, man, and really just wake them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just what's going on in the brain and shit like that, or what people really doing and thinking out here. You know what I'm saying? So
So what topics are we touching on, man? Because I know for a fact tonight, guys, my guy KD, he's bringing two topics to the table, and I don't know if y'all ready. Y'all ready for
man,
it? Blowing on that gas.
I think the first topic should be shit. We just gonna start off with the rap shit, man. Just cause we on some rap shit. You know what I'm saying? We do this rapping shit, so. A lot of people love Eazy-E, man. A lot of people love what he was doing and shit. I really enjoyed his music and shit like that. You know what I mean? They saying he died from AIDS, but none of his baby mamas had AIDS.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
yeah, they also point fingers at Suge Knight saying he the one did it. You know what I mean? A lot of people won't say his name. I'ma say his name. I ain't tripping on none of that shit. You know what I mean? They saying it was him, so that's what I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? They say he injected him with the shit. He even went online on an interview and said some little, you know what I mean, just talking, you know what I mean, saying some shit like, yeah, they got that new shit out now. They injecting people with the AIDS and shit. Don't end up like Eazy-E. Check it out.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And
That's
that's
strong statements right there.
you know what I mean? Yeah. So, and then it was another rapper, you know what I mean, that was close to Easy. I guess he did some songs with him or whatever. He did a podcast interview, and he was saying the same. He was getting. That's where I'm getting the information from. He was saying that it was Suge that did that, man, and yeah, it took them too fast to where they couldn't even fix it because at that same time, Magic Johnson was going through it with the same, you know what I mean, same little thing. Not the same situation, but you know what I mean, the same
Right.
virus or whatever.
That's
Yeah,
crazy too, man, because everybody was kind of wondering, like, what the fuck is Magic gonna do? And then out of nowhere, he cured, and his son is gay.
Yeah.
So we trying to wonder, like, you know what I mean? We trying to wonder, like, did the powers that be got to him and said, "Motherfucker, you gotta make a decision. It's either you gonna die, or your son's gotta be gay." And his son is like the ultimate fag. So, um, I know people hate me. You know what I'm saying? They already cancel me. All this. It never works. I'm still doing thousands of views. I'm still fucking y'all bitches. I'm still doing everything I want to do in life, drinking liquor and smoking weed. And so, um, this is what I'm trying to get to though. Magic was like one of them motherfuckers who we thought everything he did was magic. You know what I'm saying? And so for him to be in the situation he was in the cards that he was dealt, he was already the GOAT, made it out his hood, made it to the NBA, got championships, and then boom, he gets shut down with HIV slash AIDS. And the devil came to him with a proposition. This is how it had to be. You know what I mean? And he had to make a decision as far as his son being gay or his life being gone. So you know what I mean? And of course, he then took the route of his son being a fruit boot. And so a fruity loop boop boop. So it's crazy, man. And I ain't got nothing with the gay peoples, man. The gay peoples, I respect them. Do what you do. I'm not cool with the shit. I just want to let you know from the get go. I'm not cool with the shit. God told me not to be cool with it. If I agree with it, I go to hell. So I'm not agreeing with that shit. That shit's still some bullshit. But if you want to be happy and jolly, you do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
Now, now, I want to get on my topic, and then we're going to get to KD's topic last. So let's take a quick, 30-second intermission, and we're going to get right back to it. And we have. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the 8GOONZ podcast, man. We doing it big. Yeah, tonight I'm actually in the whip recording this one, man. It's a blessing to be here on earth. If you don't know by now, I got my boy Big YM in the building.
What's happening, man?
Hey, man, it's a blessing to be here with you, man, because, you never know. With this earth we on now, shit, anytime, anybody could go. So, it's a blessing to be on here with you. Now, I want to get to my topic for the night. And my topic for the night was actually dealing with Kanye West. So, basically, he gets dropped from Balenciaga about 2 weeks ago. For saying some, anti-Semitic, whatever that bullshit the Jews make up. Because I don't give a fuck. A Jew don't fund me. So, I fund my goddamn self. So, for the Jews and all that anti-Semitic shit, you can shove it up your ass. I don't give a fuck about it. I've been canceled 3-4 times. It doesn't stop me. I still do numbers. And so, basically, what I want to say with that is, man, I feel like everybody trying to check my guy Kanye. See, this is where the story gets deep for me, because it's like my guy Kanye. See, let me give y'all a little history, man. Most people know Kanye from being from Chicago, in which I know him differently. My grandma used to watch Kanye when he was a baby. This is before Chicago. This is from his ages 0 to like 3 or 0 to 4. So when he was a newborn all the way to 3 or 4, you know what I'm saying? My grandma definitely was watching them before they took off to Chicago. She knew their grandma, all that good stuff, his mama, all that good stuff. So It's kind of crazy seeing his journey and all the songs he made and the hustle he put in to come from Oklahoma to Chicago to being worldwide, you know?
Yeah.
But most importantly, I feel like nobody should be judging Kanye, but his own community. So, like, this is how I feel. I feel like the Jews, the whites, the whatever the Slovakians, whatever fuck you want to call, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they should not have an opinion on this situation. I think this should be handled in house, with blacks and us checking them on some shit. He will respect it more. You know, of course he wants the um, you know, that acceptance from the white people, but it kind of is what it is. He's gonna have to get back to his roots if he want to get anywhere. That's how I look at it. But most importantly, Kanye, Kanye did something crazy just recently. But before I go into that, Katie, what do you think about what I'm saying about Kanye so far?
Man, this is crazy, man. Kanye been going through some shit right now, man, with Balenciaga, all this shit. Some people saying it's all his shit tumbling down. Some people saying this is a new beginning for him. You feel me? So, man, I think
Right.
he'll be alright. You feel me? But this bullshit Balenciaga got going on with his kids or whatever, doing weird shit with his kids and shit. That shit foul, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People
it's fucking ruthless, man. It's crazy.
head. They need to be on Balenciaga head for even trying to promote some shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's on the mom and dad for letting them do that shit. But at the same time, bro, they shouldn't even be trying to, put that on no kid, no shit
Was
like that.
that the case though? Did they do it to his kids?
I don't know. I don't know,
No, no,
bro.
no. From my understanding, what I understood, which that's a whole nother conversation,
Yeah,
because that's like crazy right there. I mean, we out here paying 2,700 for a shirt or 400, 500, and you know what I'm saying. The motherfuckers doing all types of weird shit with kids, and so
yeah.
motherfuckers don't need to be supporting all that weird shit anymore. But
Oh man.
I tell you like this, bro. That takes me into this different conversation, right? Where we're talking about Kanye and his deal with Adidas, right? So the biggest
Mhm.
deal gets dropped with Adidas, and Kanye basically tweets back and says he got them by the balls. And what he meant by that was he got them all the way fucked up. They thought they did something that, you know, just because he said anti Semitic stuff doesn't mean you can break the contract. So, what Kanye did, he had a pop up shop where he was selling all his clothes for like
Yeah.
$20.
Yeah.
$20 for the low. And so what that does is um if they make a contract with him and okay, they said they trying to take his design, so they try to do some dirty stuff, take his design behind his back, you know what I mean, and do him like that. So basically, what Kanye did was depreciated the
Mm.
value of the clothes. So if the owner of the clothes, the designer, which is the most important thing, you got to have a good designer for a good clothing company. Without the designer makes everything, you know what I mean, worth more. And so just kind of how Virgil was to Gucci and all the other places. You know what I mean? Virgil was a big clothing guy. He was big in the black community for clothing and all that stuff. And Kanye looked up to him. So
Oh, that's it. Whoa,
that's a whole nother topic because they
that's
they killed off Virgil too. But we're gonna talk about that one day too. But just to get you know to the quick gist of what Kanye got going on, when he sold them clothes for $20 and shoes for $20, that depreciated the value of the clothes. So now Adidas has to drop their clothes to $20, $30 when it was selling two, three, four, 700,000, 1,200. You know what I'm saying, for Yeezys. You know what I'm saying? So now that it's going for so low and he just sold it like that, and it's a record of that happening. Um, Yeah, basically they just fucked up the value of the clothes. They thought they stole something away from him, and he basically stole it all away from them. Sold it for $20, still got rich without him, and you know, thousands of people was waiting around the corner trying to get into complex. So it was kind of crazy, man. I just want to talk about that topic for tonight because Kanye West got a lot going on. He was also
Mm.
saying some crazy shit like Hitler wasn't all bad. You got to look at the good side of what he got going on. So sometimes, yeah, sometimes he says stuff that's way off the wall, and I don't
Okay.
know if you noticed this. I don't know if you noticed this. This is just one thing that I noticed. I seen an interview with Orlando Brown, right?
Oh my God.
Recently. Orlando Brown, yeah. Every time somebody hears Orlando Brown, they think
Wow.
crazy, drugs, they stuff, right? But see, I see some type of truth in Orlando because, he's been in Hollywood. He's been in this shit. He done seen this shit. So I don't think everything that he be saying just be off the wall. You know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah.
said this about Kanye. He said, if you ever notice, there's two different Kanyes. He said, if you ever notice, it's two different Kanyes. Like sometimes you'll see a video of Kanye sitting there eating. You know what I mean? At a bar, like they had one where he was eating at a bar by himself. And he looked like he was super short. But then when you see him out and about with the mask on and people can't really see his face, the nigga like 6 feet tall, dog. So they trying to say that it's two Kanyes and he's already been cloned. Because Kanye had already said that basically the Illuminati killed his mom.
Hmm.
That's what he was saying. He said it. And maybe it was a choice that he made so he can get more fame or whatever. And then now he's trying to backtrack, which that's not how the game works. But at least he being truthful now. You know what I'm saying? So people can see what the fuck the truth is. Because, if you ever really pay attention to Kanye, the height is a difference when you see him out and about. He's 6 foot at one time, then the next time he's super short. And so if you ever pay attention to his fingers too, they don't look like normal fingers. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like black people fingers or just regular person fingers. If you notice, the tip of his fingers is like round, like a fucking alien or something, like ET or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. He got lights in his fingers and shit. And so, man, this whole world is corrupt and fucked up, and you really don't know what's what. But we're gonna take this 30 second intermission, and then we're gonna get back with my boy KD. Big YM. We're gonna get to his last topic, and then we're gonna get into a little bit of story time. You know how the fuck we do it, Doc. And so,
Yeah.
hey man, it's the 8GOONZ podcast. Hey. In the words of Takeoff, Mama. RIP Takeoff, dog. We back at it. We back at it, man. My guy Big YM is here, and man, we about to get to this last topic so we can get into our story time. Big YM, what you got for us?
Well, man, it's about the Earth. You know what I mean? And I was listening to my guy Steve Hawking, and if y'all don't know him, he's a scientist that has autism or some shit like that. He's in a wheelchair and shit like that. He speak all fucked up, but he's real smart. You know what I mean? Smartest dude in the world, basically. And he was saying that, man, the world is ending. You know what I mean? As we speak, you know what I'm saying? The world is ending. And he also figured out that there are about orbitable three other planets that are in our orbit that are habitable for humans. They're still running tests and shit to make sure that that is confirmed, but yes, proximity B, no, Proxima B, some shit like that. You know what I mean? You just look up Proxima B and just research that shit. You know what I mean? And
That's crazy.
yeah, man, it's a planet that looks like Earth, but is right now they don't see no life right now, but they see that it has oxygen on it and shit like that, and you know what I mean. If they're looking for a water source, if it has water on the surface, then it becomes a habitable planet. You know what I mean. But they say a it's a unstable planet because it is so close to the sun. So it's
Mm,
ifs and ands, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, they're
yeah,
saying they trying to people out of the earth
man.
to continue civilization.
Now, do you think they doing the old switcheroo? The old trickaroo where they tell people all this. Oh, okay, y'all ready to go out of space? Y'all ready to go live somewhere new? And then it's nothing there, and the spaceship blows up, and we just in orbit forever. And
Yeah.
they just fucking off millions of people just so they clean it up and make it more livable for just them. Because
Hmm.
the white people are tricky, man. They'll say anything. So, like, basically, back then, bro, did you know we never even went to the moon?
Damn.
Yeah, they say they still searching for the goddamn flag that we put on the moon. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And then the guy who supposedly was in the video where we put the flag on the moon, said that it was a whole act.
Green screen.
Yeah, they did it in Hollywood, which is fucking crazy. So, man, you can't believe nothing no more. Not even the government, nobody, man, damn near. They feel like it. But that is kind of crazy, man. They got other planets that we can live on, but they saying it's inhabitable too close to the sun.
It they say it could be habitable if they find like an ocean or something. They saying right now it probably only has one ocean. But they saying if they find water on the surface, then it could be a habitable planet. Yep.
I mean, that's crazy, even if it got one ocean shit.
Hmm.
Because it's like, damn, what is that water like, you know?
Yep.
It's like, I wonder that now, you know what I mean? And if it do got an ocean, why y'all ain't go get a sample, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Make sure the aliens ain't taking our water and dumping it over there.
Another
It's
thing,
crazy.
aliens are real.
Oh, yeah, I know that for a fact.
Yep.
I know that a long time ago.
They stopped calling UFOs UFOs. They call them UAPs. So if you want to look at them videos on YouTube about UFOs and shit, it's really called a UAP in
UAP.
US terms.
Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy, man. They just seen different alien spottings, like fast ass spaceships going
Hell yeah, I had
fast
a gunfight.
at like
I
hyper speeds
seen a
we ain't even
gunfight
reached
on
yet.
YouTube about that shit, bro. That shit was crazy as fuck.
That shit freak you out, bro. Cause I mean, bro, it's so many times I've seen some weird shit in the sky. You
Yeah,
know,
I ain't never seen no aircraft move like that, bro.
it's crazy, dog.
Motherfucker was zigzagging and some other shit. They and it was shooting back little blue shit. It was shooting back blue bullets, nigga. I'm like,
What
what
the fuck?
the fuck? I'm like, hell no, yo.
Yeah, shit is crazy. You never know if it's scripted or real, but I believe it's real, man. The government even saying the aliens are real.
Yeah.
And so if the government is telling if the government is telling you it's real, it got to be real because them motherfuckers don't. They usually want to hide every fucking thing.
Yep.
So if they come out and say, you know what? We're fucked. We've been living amongst them for the last 20, 30 years. We want to tell you niggas, but we couldn't tell you. Mike Epps, we was too busy watching Mike Epps bullshit. Shit's crazy, dog. Shit's crazy. This world is coming to an end. I feel like here soon, if not already, we are amongst aliens. Motherfuckers who done replicated us, who look like us, and they just tricking you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. And that's a crazy topic. Anything else we need to know?
Nah, man, that's it, man. Let's get into this story time, man.
And yeah, man, I'm happy that you came and shared that information with us. We needed to hear that, man. But we're gonna go into this little quick intermission. You know what I'm saying? And I got one more topic because
And I
this
want to put
top.
y'all in a new movie. I need to put y'all on this movie, bro.
Okay, bet that. You can say that right after mine, or you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, and then we can go right into story time after that.
yeah.
So let's take this quick intermission and get right back to it. Hey, goon. Yo. It's your
We
boy
back,
D
and we
Rock.
back,
Hey,
and we
goon.
back, and we back.
My guy Big YM is in the building, and I'm hitting you with another topic. So, um, basically, man, everybody knows about crypto nowadays, right?
Yep.
And of course, there's a lot going on in the world. You got people who's at the top now who wasn't there before. And so there's like a whole group of crypto billionaires. Um, and they all kind of hang out together somewhere. But there's been three in Pacific, and I'm not going to give any names. I'm not going to go too deep into it because right now it's up between the government and them billionaires. It's up.
Wow.
Yeah, and the only reason why is because they say so-called these um crypto billionaires had some type of scheme where they could
Mm.
put their money into a certain wallet, and
It
that
tripped.
wallet that wallet basically transfers their money to where they don't have to pay taxes.
Oh damn.
And so government is on their ass. They killing these motherfuckers all one by one. And
Uh,
it's really crazy, man. The first dude, they say he died in a plane crash. He was worth 40 billion dollars. Imagine what you can do with $1 billion. Shit, $1 million. These
one
motherfuckers
billion.
got 40 billion.
$1 billion is a whole building full of money.
Bro, he got
Damn near skyscraper.
40. Imagine a motherfucker having 40 billions.
Bro, that is like bigger than the Twin Towers, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's out of control. And so these motherfuckers who's billionaires then took over so smooth, bro, to where like people like Jeff Bezos, all these regular niggas, they ain't even the richest niggas no more. You know what
Damn.
I'm saying? Because these crypto billionaires then jumped in the scene. And basically, bro, one died in a mysterious plane crash. So they say. Another one drowned, which I don't know how the fuck that happens and you're a billionaire. You can hire a nigga to carry you across the pool. So it don't make sense for you to be drowning and shit. And you got niggas who can carry you across or swim for you. All you gotta do is put your arms up and glide like you Jesus. It's crazy. And so he ended up dying. He was worth like 70 billion.
Damn.
$70 billion. And then the last one, um, just recently, he died in his sleep, supposedly they say. And it was crazy, man. He left the whole note behind and everything saying the FBI, all that shit, or the government was going to basically kill him and frame him for some type of sex exchange they have going on in Puerto Rico with billionaires and,
What?
and, and little boys. And so they taking these children and sex trafficking them. And he basically exposed it on his Twitter before he died in his sleep. And they tried to say that his ex girlfriend was gonna be the one to set him up, plant a computer in his fucking office or whatever, or plant something on his computer, making him take the fall for it.
Damn.
But he's already dead. He died in his sleep. They killed him. And so, yeah, one plane crashed, one drowned, one in his sleep. They still picking them off one by one. These motherfuckers is running around here. Um, Security, some got none. All types of shit is happening, bro, right now. When it comes to crypto billionaires and the government, man, they dying one by one. They killing them off. So, um, what you think about that, man? That's pretty crazy. It's like we living in a movie out here.
Hell yeah, man. Some movie shit. And the funny thing is, they don't never want to get the black people no guns.
Nope, they don't. But what do you think about the whole situation? Because I know it's crazy, man, for you to even hear this shit.
But yeah, bro, that shit is crazy, bro. That shit just blew my mind, bro. I didn't even know people was really making that much money. I didn't even know 40 billion was possible at that age. You know what I mean?
And these motherfuckers wasn't even old, bro. These motherfuckers was like the youngest one out of all these was like 27.
Yeah, I know, bro. This shit's crazy.
And did I tell you how much the last one that died in his sleep made? This nigga made over $100 billion. He'd have made over 100 billion.
That is
So
that is magical, bro.
so now you got one for over 100, one for
Mm,
70, and one for 40. All gone, nigga. That's over
mm.
210,
You ain't talking about.
$210 billion gone. Government just recouped that back.
Yep. And free
And
money.
that's crazy, dog. They picking them off. They picking them off. And see, most people go to Puerto Rico. All the stars they say be in Puerto Rico, but the only reason why is because it's tax free. You can get a lot of tax free shit over there. Like your taxes is out the window.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You ain't got to pay taxes. A lot of people that move down there. I mean, what's the dude that be fighting? The white boy. What's his name?
Jake Paul.
Yeah, his brother Logan Paul
Logan Paul.
moved. Logan Paul moved to Puerto Rico 2 years ago
Mm.
just to get a tax break. Yep. So it's real, man. It's real. And what was that movie that you wanted us to hear about?
The movie is called On the Call. That shit go hard, man. As soon as you think you got the movie figured out, you don't. It's a good movie, man. I just wanted to put y'all on something new, man. If y'all watching movies and shit, and if you don't got like Hulu and all that shit, you can watch this movie on movies to watch.tv, man. And you'll love it, man. You can watch that shit right on your phone for the free ski. You know what I mean? Any movie, really. They got Black Adam on there. They got all that shit, man. So yeah, y'all need to get
And
on
let
there.
them know the site one more time.
Movies to watch.tv.
There we go. Hey man, we putting y'all on game, man. We the real hood network. You feel me? And this is OKC News, man. We coming with a new flavor here soon. Make sure y'all tune into that OKC News. We about to be the new hip hop program for the whole state, man. We doing this shit professional. We doing this shit the right way. My guy Big YM is in the building. We about to be big host when it comes to this OKC scene. So make sure you tap in if you coming to do a show. You know what I mean? Get that free publicity, get some eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? And so all the sponsors, make sure y'all tap in and we'll be tapping in with y'all. And so we can make that bread and make this shit, really jump off the way it's supposed to. Big shout out to Gilly and Wallow too, by the way. And they just got a over $100 million deal.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, it's crazy,
That,
man.
that
It's
nigga
crazy. They
did
haven't they haven't really announced it too much like that, but other people been talking about it. Yeah, other people been talking about it. They got $100 million deal. That's a
Damn.
blessing, man. Look, between them two, that's 50 mil a piece.
Hell yeah.
You can't go wrong. Government gonna tax you, yeah, but at least you coming out with 20, 30 mil.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So you
Million,
can't
not
beat that,
thousand.
man. You can't beat that right there. And all respect to the billionaires that died. Shit, that's fucked up, man. That they got picked off. It's crazy. I don't know what's up with this world. It's like you don't never want to have too much money fucking with this world because it's like if you get it all, they gonna want it all. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers gonna be after you, trying to kill you, and you can't even enjoy that money the way you really want to. You know what I'm saying? So Be mindful, man. That's how, I survived this motherfucker. That's how KD survived. Everybody survived this motherfucker with instincts. You know what I mean? You could tell certain things that work and certain things that don't. Motherfuckers get killed for. And so you better pay attention so you can be able to live your life till you're 80, 90, 100, whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? See grandchildren and all that good shit, you know what I mean? Because this world is so crazy. You don't want to get blinded with success and doing whatever to get success. Then you'll be fucking killing motherfuckers close to you, all types of shit just for some success when it ain't even worth it in the end. What you gonna do? Have it all to yourself? I'd rather have family with barely any money than tons of money and no family. You know what I mean? So um, I would definitely think it through. If you want to live a great life, you better pay attention to the small things, man. The wealth is not everything. Sometimes it can get you killed. So,
And don't
man, we having a great show.
because it's records showing that the oldest person ever born lived to be 500 years old.
Damn, that's crazy. I sure didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yep.
Damn, 500. I can just imagine that. Man,
So
you'll have to be
they
like
damn
damn
near
near,
immortal, bro. That's immortal at that point, bro.
bro, you'll be damn near like a raisin. Like one of those raisinets. You'll be like one of those with no juice inside of it. Just fucked
I think
off.
it was a giant.
Damn, it
Not
was a
a
giant.
giant, like a big person, tall
Damn, that's
person.
crazy. That's crazy. Hey
Yeah.
man, God made us all special. That's why I'm happy we here doing this tonight, man. We pushing the culture forward. OKC. You know what I mean? We doing big things for y'all, man. Trying to bring that real news that people really want to motherfucking hear to the table. Like these conspiracies, all this real shit that's happening, man. You know what I'm saying? Like little weird shit like two Kanyes, different Kanyes, and all types of shit. They want to hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear the real. They hate all the motherfuckers who fake and arguing over what color panties Beyonce wore this week. We don't give a fuck. You
Straight
know
up.
what I'm saying? We doing some real shit. We touching real topics that's really moving the culture. So make sure y'all tap in, man. This shit is really crazy. Um, that's our topics for the night, man. Let's get into story time here. I'm gonna do a little quick intermission. We get back into story time right after the intermission, and you know how it go. Hey, go. Yo, it's your boy D Rob 8GOONZ, and I am here in the building with my guy, Big YM.
The biggest one, yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, dog, and we in the building tonight, man, just talking, and, just trying to move the culture forward, man. Like I said earlier, man, RP takeoff, man. It's so sad, man. When I seen the Migos, I kind of knew, you know, when there was three of them years ago, I was like, man, the industry gonna swallow, if not one of these niggas, all of these niggas whole, man, because it's so it's dirty, man. It can't nobody like survive and it just be the greatest trio ever. You know what I mean? It ain't like back in the day where you got the five heartbeats and four or three of them are still alive. You know what I mean? And one and died from some drinking or a natural cause. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Mm.
always some bullshit, bro. When it comes to our superstars nowadays, they either cloned or just some bullshit controlled, or eventually they got their death date. So it's just crazy, man, to be living like that in the world like that. And when you pay attention to how Takeoff was moving all the time, he was always quiet and barely say anything. He always look a little weird when shit we going down. And you know what I'm saying? They say the night he passed, um, they said, man, he was at the bar, and this couple said they paid attention to him. He was off to the side, and they said they paid attention to him sipping, like acting like he's sipping some alcohol. He had already drunk the drink, but he
Mm-hmm.
keep picking it up and sipping it like 4, 5 times, like it's alcohol in there. It's like he was there, but he wasn't there. Like he was soulless. You know what I mean? So it's like you never know what type of games these labels is playing, people are playing. You know what I mean? Because right after he died, of course, P and QC, all they shit went up. You know what I'm saying? All they shit went up. You know, and that's sad. That's sad as fuck, man. Because it's like we want our legends to live, man. We want to be able to give them their props later on in life, man. You get tired of all of them leaving, but I do want to say this. You know, it is a little weird with all the messaging that people are noticing. So, like, okay, we know the Migos didn't put out music for a while; they wasn't hit, right? We get that. For a while, it was years that Lil Baby was taking over, just dropping hit after hit, and it seemed like Migos never got a play. You know what I'm saying? And so, of course, they had their time where they was the best trio in the world. But it's like, they had died down a lot. Didn't really hear any songs from them, and we start hearing issues like Takeoff. Offset leaving the group. You know what I mean? We start hearing that, and we thinking, okay, he got Cardi B. Maybe he just trying to do something, him and his wife. You know what I'm saying? And move the culture that way. You know what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
get that. We get that. If you want to do that with your woman, it'll move on. Y'all grown. Y'all done already accomplished great things. It's time to go accomplish it on your own. But I wonder if he knew that Quavo would do anything to be in that light again. See, we hear that story all the time where superstars get too hungry. They have a taste of the light where everybody know them and everybody want to be around them and they with the biggest stars and shit. And then
Yep.
they lose it all and they
Shit.
want that shit back again. You know what I'm saying? And they'll do
Mhm.
anything to get a taste of that light. I wonder if maybe Offset knew before time. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I need to get away, or I'm gonna be the one they pick to get rid of this, get about the group. You know what I mean? Because Quavo was the leader. You know what I mean? We can all tell he was the leader. He was doing his thing. He's the one that everybody wanted to feature from, all that extra shit. But it was kind of crazy, you know, seeing that situation and then watching the video messy that they got. They had some like scene where Quavo's on the bed and he's got a contract that says Miko's on it. And he has a gun in his hand. And he basically say, Uh, something about putting his gun on the dresser. His girl fucked his homie behind his back. Now that was something big that everybody talked about because they didn't know whether it was takeoff or um offset. You know what I mean? That she fucked.
Mm.
Everybody kept saying offset, but nobody knows for sure. He just said, "My, you hit my homie behind my back." Well, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it could, you never know. It could have been takeoff ass, and he not even noticing. You know what I mean? What the fuck going on? And Quavo just playing the cards on. You know what I'm saying? Just to get back in that light again, because everybody know the biggest fucking promotion is fucking. Like, it seems like it's death. Somebody fucking die around the whole group or whatever you was doing. It just seems to go up 600%, 1,000%. And so with them being in the game, it just seemed like Quavo was very money hungry. I don't want to say that, too early or nothing, but I mean, I'm just reading the situation for what it is. It could not be this at all. You know what I'm saying? And if it ain't,
Mm.
all respect to him. You know what I mean? My apologies most high. But knowing this industry and knowing how shit was just specifically planned out that night, um, it was just too planned out the video. Oh, and then in the video, Takeoff's like sitting next to a fucking tombstone or standing next to a tombstone that says RIP.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. They were saying that
Yeah.
his last video was saying how he died and shit.
Yeah, bro. So it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? And um shit's just all weird, man, and it makes no sense.
Yeah, man, they was gambling in the video too and shit. He died at a dice game.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what they was trying to say. But when you go look at the video, it had nothing to do with a dice game, right?
Yeah.
Which I mean, it could
They
have,
start
it
arguing.
could have been them arguing because they say they was
Yeah,
arguing
they
about
start
basketball.
arguing. Yeah, they was arguing about basketball game.
But it could have
They was trying
stemmed
to get.
from that. You know what I mean? Like, damn, nigga, you already took all my money on the crap table. Now you trying to whoop me in basketball, take more money, nigga. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It could have stemmed from that. But I mean, Quavo said he about to do the dash. See, this is what's just so weird about it though, bro. Like when it happened, I was up. I was up. I wasn't asleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention to the shit. It's 4 in the morning, three something in the morning. And man, the shit happens. And out of nowhere, like you see all these videos like Quavo standing right next to him, take off brains is on the floor. Blood everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And Quavo kind of like it's I don't know what it is. It looked like somebody was like the perfect photographer sitting there ready to take a picture for this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Just weird shit, bro. It was just all weird shit, and I really hate the situation. I hate that Takeoff even got involved with that. I pray that Takeoff wasn't the one that fucked this girl, because if that was the case, then that makes total sense on everything that fucking happened. You know what I mean? Um, I don't want to go too deep into that, but you know how that is. Everybody know they can put one, two, and three together, and so yeah, man, I just had to talk about that little story right there. But RP Takeoff, man, that's fucked up.
Mm.
It's fucked up, man. RP Takeoff. But man, I got some good story times for you guys, man. This is story time. And I'm with my guy Big YM. And he done been through a lot of things just like me. And this story time, I want us to talk about something, you know, not catastrophic, not nothing too crazy, but let's talk about a time in public school where another school showed up to your school and it was about to go down. So I think this would be an interesting story, man, because I got, quite a few, but I'll share one. And I'm sure KD got some. Who you want to go first, man? You want me, you? How we want to do?
Shit, you can go first, bro.
Well, man, I'll start off first, man. I'm in middle school at John Marshall High School. It's the new John Marshall, not the old one. You know what I mean? Um, Man, we're in the new building. Everything's going fine. We had lunch. You know what I mean? They've been talking kind of all day, like, watch your back, all that extra shit. So I'm not paying nothing of it because I'm young. I'm in middle school. I'm seventh, maybe eighth grade, and this was more like a high school situation. But this was the north side versus the east side. Now, Douglas High School is a school that came up there. It was some kids from Douglas. They pulled up, um, and they wanted their fair ones. You know what I'm saying? They wanted their fair ones, and they didn't want them later. They wanted them now. So it's kind of crazy, man. Um, Douglas is a big school here in the city. John Marshall's a big school here in the city. Millwood's a big school here in the city, and it's all like some and like they're all in cahoots, kind of, but they're all from different sides of town and bang different things. So it's kind of crazy, man. I'm at lunch. I can remember Broad Day, and we just finished lunch. We heading back to the classroom. High schoolers already done came down. They getting their lunch. They doing their thing. And out of nowhere, like 6, 7 cars pull up to the Marshall. They pull up to the Marshall. They hop out. It's all types of different black, dirty, bum motherfuckers hopping out the car with you know, Air Force Ones, shit tied. One is untied because he too fat he couldn't tie it. Dirty hoodie with the juice mark on it. All types of shit. I mean, it was all types of ugly motherfuckers with boozy fades and everything. And so basically, these niggas hop out and they want their issue. You feel me? They starting to come through the door And God, thank God, whenever we were switching over, most of the teachers that was from high school and some of the middle school was right there because Douglas and them ran in that motherfucker like they wanted their issue. Now, don't get it twisted. The no side was right. We was sitting right, nigga. Niggas was not lacking. Niggas ran from the cafeteria straight to the door. Like, nigga, what up? You feel me? Just like that song with PGF Nuck. What up? You know what I'm saying? So, it almost went down right there, but it didn't. But the story continues. So they leave, whatever. Don't know where the fuck they went. All I know is school gets out, right? Everybody's by the buses. Next thing you know, these same like 5, 6 cars pull up. Skirt, 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 skirt. I'm like, oh shit, nigga. I'm looking at the motherfuckers. Everybody getting on buses. Remember this shit. Everybody getting on buses, getting in their cars, ready to leave to school, unless you after school playing football or whatever the fuck. And I'm getting on my bus. I must seen these niggas pulled up. Must have hopped my ass on that goddamn bus so goddamn fast. Shit, I wasn't playing no motherfucking games. Hopped my ass right on that bus, and I throw my bag on there. I'm looking out the window. All I see is all the big high schoolers running over there. Next thing you know, it's a showdown. It's a big ass showdown. So this one big ass girl got up out one of the cars. She was a big like dyke though. She hopped up out that motherfucker and she got the swing in the motherfucking heart. Boom, boom. I'm talking about knocking niggas. Boom, boom. These are the Marshall niggas getting knocked. I'm like, oh shit. So nigga, I get off the bus. I'm trying to see it a little bit better, nigga. She started getting jumped. Boom, 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 boom. They knock her in the head with something big. I don't know what the fuck it was. Somebody belt buckle or something. Nigga, somebody hit her in the head with something big. Boom! Knock her out. Laid her ass in a bush. Had her looking stupid. Got twigs all in her head and all types of shit. All stuck in her face and all types of shit. She slumped in the bushes. Nigga, it was crazy. Motherfuckers getting packed out of nowhere. One of the Douglas motherfuckers, some dark chocolate motherfucker that look like Boozy with a Boozy fade, pulls out the gat and get the blowing. I said, oh my God, this is crazy. Thank God nobody died. One motherfucker did get shot in his leg, but thank God he didn't hit nobody else. You know what I mean? That one motherfucker that got shot in his leg was still coming to school. Shit, but yeah, it was crazy, man. It was fucking crazy. And
Yeah.
that's one of the stories I have to share, man, because that was one of the memories I had at the Marshall. That day was just a spooky day. And you know, you hate those days when it's like that and you fresh as fuck. Like it's one of those days where nigga, you just got the shoes, you just got the fresh white button up from Walmart, you just got the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Sometimes I go to Walmart, sometimes I go to Foot Locker and go grab the collar. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when you fresh as fuck with the Dickies on and you got the brand new Forces or some brand new shoes on, the new 12s, the taxis, and you clean as fuck with the earrings and the chains, you just hoping a day like that, it don't happen on a day like that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that day I was fresh as fuck, trying to do my thing, you know what I'm saying? And I was pissed that I had to be on alert all day, but I didn't even have to get out, man. It was kind of crazy just seeing all that shit unfold, seeing all the big dogs at the school put in that work, you know, when another school try to pull up on you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they did Douglas did end up airing the bitch out and yeah, it was fucking crazy, man. And I don't know what could have happened on retaliation, you know what I mean? I of course I didn't know nobody's names. I didn't know none of that. I was a little kid, but it was just an experience I felt like I had to show, you know, I had to share with you guys, man, because it was like, you know, one of those public school incidents that you hope never happens, but when it does happen, you like happy you was even fucking there to see that shit. Cause like nowadays, it's like you don't really see none of that shit. You just got motherfucking white kids walking in schools, airing motherfuckers out. I'm talking about niggas dying.
Dying.
And so, like, just to see somebody get down like a whole like
Yeah,
fucking
I love
corral of motherfuckers getting down. It's just like beautiful, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful to think back on thoughts like that. Niggas was actually giving niggas hands. Like we was actually able to test, see if a nigga,
yeah.
you know what I mean, tell your tear by your hands, nigga. And so, now niggas is just pulling out the blowers and airing them out. You know what I'm saying? Just see, y'all can see about my story. At least at the end, they aired it out. You know what I'm saying? They aired it out, but it was at the end. It was after they wanted to get their issue with the hand, and they noticed they was losing. Just too many of us, which they knew they was out of place. They just wanted to prove a point. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
At that time, you really didn't have too much internet talking back and forth. It was all through the streets type shit on how they ended up bumping heads. Or, they could have been at a game and it could have started however the fuck it started. I just know that they wanted their issue that day. And them niggas said they was gonna pull up. And the whole school knew, except the fucking teachers and all that shit. I don't know how we was able to do that back then. Like, nigga, hey, it's supposed to go down. It's supposed to go down. Nigga, you ain't hear it, nigga. And none of the teachers know about the shit till it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, it was beautiful times, man. It was beautiful times back then. My nigga KD was at the Marshall with me. I don't know if he was here. He was there that day, but I know he was at the Marshall with me. And there's tons of shit that didn't happen at the Marshall. Like that's just one incident of many. Like many, bro. Like so. I'm gonna go to this intermission, and then we're gonna come back with Big YM story. We done been on here almost an hour doing our thing, man, putting in our work. So when we get back to the show, it's go time. Hey, go. Yo, 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 yo. We
Yes.
back. We back, man. It's the 8GOONZ podcast, season 2, episode 2. If you haven't caught that podcast on on Anchor, make sure you go check it out. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff, man. Make sure you go check out the 8GOONZ podcast behind the scenes. That's where I talk about sports and a lot of different stuff we talk about on the show. You get to know D Rob a little bit more. Got one whole season over there for you, so we getting on season 2. So make sure y'all check in. Yeah, man. My guy Big YM. Let us know a story where it went down, man.
All right, man. So I'm in the ninth grade, bro. I'm going to fucking. I was going to Spencer, and nigga, I just get word one day that niggas is finna pull up to the school and be on that. So I guess everybody had to be ready after school or whatever. So shit, nigga, we get through seventh hour, last hour of the day and shit. We all meet up together before we walk to the crib or whatever around the corner and shit. So the niggas pull up, nigga. They pull up thick, nigga, like 3 cars deep. Nigga, so we all shit. Tell them niggas come around the corner, nigga. Let's squabble it out, type shit. So nigga, we get around there, nigga. First two niggas that lined up, matched up with each other, they get to squabbling. Boop, 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 boop. Shocking each other out. I ain't even gonna cap. They both hit the ground a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Really getting activated. So nigga, the next two niggas go squabbling. Boom, boom. Slamming each other, all type of shit, bro. Shit get real wild, nigga. Niggas get to pulling out blowers and all type of shit. Niggas start trying to air each other out, nigga. I just took off running. Took off running, man. Fuck all that. I ain't got time to die.
Damn,
Yeah, man.
that shit crazy. So, did you know where it stemmed from? Or
Nah, I don't even know what these was the older homies just telling me like, bro, just come with us after school. Just come with us after school. I'm like, all right. I'm thinking we finna hoop or some shit, nigga.
yeah.
Nigga, I get over there, these niggas meet up with these niggas and get to squabbling. I'm like, what the
What?
I'm in the ninth grade, so I'm like, nigga, this is like kind of like my first day. Like, nigga, we still in the
Yeah.
first week of school, nigga. Like, I'm like, goddamn, this gonna be some
But
bullshit,
you
man.
already knew it was gonna be some bullshit when you went to Star
Yeah,
Spencer.
man. Yeah.
Gun G niggas is out there, all types of shit. So
Mm.
it's kind of like crazy, man, as far as when it comes to any type of school with these names. Star Spencer, Douglas, Northeast, Millwood, John Marshall. Them top schools, you just gonna have an issue. Somebody gonna get their issue. It's gonna be somebody who don't like you. It's gonna be some shit to come towards you that ain't even really for you. You know what I'm saying? You just get tossed up in somebody else's shit.
Yeah,
And it's just gonna be some shit that just happened. Like it's plenty of times fights just happened right next to me. I ain't even know niggas was beefing. You know
yeah,
what I mean? This is before we even called it beef. Like niggas just got their issue. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it wasn't even beef back then. You know what I'm saying? It was just like nigga, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy how shit didn't change, and I really wish that we was on this camera shit back then. But see, we wasn't even thinking about all this shit. You know, back then, because I can't even think about middle school. What was that like? What year was that? 2010,
yep.
like 2010,
20, 2000,
9,
yeah, because
like
2000
2000.
like ninth
Yeah,
grade.
2009 was like ninth grade.
Yep.
Damn. And see, that's crazy alone by itself. You feel me? Because it's
Mm,
like, nigga, I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even paying attention to the times back then. It was 2009. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
I was just kind of living life. So, shit's kind of crazy, man. We're getting to the end of the show, but is that your story time?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, y'all heard my boy KD. That's his story time. Man, we cutting on the light night music. It's that time of the night. We appreciate everybody for coming out, man. My guy, Big YM, appreciate you co-hosting the night.
No problem, G.
And once again, man,
Thanks for having me,
we,
man.
once again, we got a nice show coming up. I want everybody to tune in. It's called OKC News. Man, we talking for the streets. We the voice of the streets. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? And Katie, Big YM, he gonna be on the show all the time. Of course, we're gonna have my guy K Moon in the building. We're gonna even try to get my boy Sway in the building, just to see if we can all be like, a quadruple effect whenever we hit, man, with these podcasts. And so, man, hey, big shout out to everybody who came out tonight. This the 8GOONZ show, and we out.